Good afternoon. I hope that you're all having a lovely Saturday. I am a little bit cold, which is crazy because the heating is blasting and I have a literal electric blanket on my lap, but I'm a little bit cold nonetheless. I have a very, very tired dog under my desk because we went and saw Holly, Nick's sister, and she has 2 labs. And they had a fantastic time, but they also, they always go a little bit crazy, so they went a little bit crazy. I thought I'll just quickly do the base rim of this model because I haven't done that yet. You're a little sleepy. You went to the goth club. Yes, I know you were planning on going. How was it? Did you have a good time? So I don't know. Are you a goth yourself, or do you just enjoy the vibes? Because I was never goth myself, but I did enjoy the vibes. So I used to go to the goth clubs too. We had a blast. Some old friends were there. Ah, nice. Awesome. Schooled the kids. Oh man, I haven't been able to. Well, I've never been able to dance well. So it always involved a slightly higher amount of alcohol than necessarily would be recommended before I would even show myself on the dance floor. And then I was just not very good. Still fun though. Still fun. I just looked like an ass half of the time, but who cares, right? As long as you're having a good time. Schooled the kids on dancing. That must be nice, being able to yeah. So you're done. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've just never, we danced when we went out in on a night out and stuff, but it's just I've always been. I don't really have a sense of rhythm, or I do to an extent, but like not. I'm just not very good. Just not very good. I guess not everyone has to be great, but I was just not particularly good. Especially next to some friends who were quite good, it's always a little bit shit. 10 years of dance and martial arts combines pretty. Oh yeah, I bet it does. That is a good combination. I hadn't really thought of this when I wrapped myself in an electric blanket. I still need to grab some paints. What kind of martial arts, if you don't mind me asking? I'm always interested. I had some singing lessons, but I was never good at that either, unfortunately. It's a story of my life. I'm not too bad at painting though, so I guess I'll just stick with that. We all need to have something that we're happy about, so that one. I'm so surprised you usually use your skills to pick out a person and connect with movement these times. You had 2 people. Oh, nice. It does, that does happen though when you're dancing, when you're out. It's always sort of like get these people mirroring each other's movements, and so usually subconsciously, which is quite interesting. Right, now that I have a paint handle on my paints, I need to readjust my camera. Because if I sit here, that goes there. So I need to go slightly that way and slightly that way. Okay. That's not too bad positioning wise. Taekwondo and modern dance. Oh yeah, that's a good combination. And Taekwondo is in itself quite a fluid martial arts. Feels a lot less rigid than something like karate or something like that. But I know next to nothing about it, so I could be talking out my arse really. It's just the impression I get. She moves almost like a bobblehead. Like you reposition her and the whole thing goes blah, 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 like one of those things with their head on a spring. I wonder if a second connection point to the base would have made it less the case. They synergize in an interesting way. The grounded stances and dance you use for stuff like drop swings and poise, and the same as the fight stance. Oh, cool. I mean, it helps that anyone doing a martial art or studying martial arts, they'll just be a lot more aware of their body, right? And how it moves. So that will help with dance already. And if you then also study dance, then yeah, then it's just a good mix. Yeah. So wobbly. Pick up on other things easier too, like archery and weightlifting. Oh, I bet, yeah. I once did like one of those introductory classes for mounted archery. That was really fun. Because I used to ride, but not obviously no archery involved, and I just like went to one of these classes. It was really cool. I'm just not very good at what the it's like a branch of horseback riding that like involves like acrobatics with it. I'm just not very good at that, which makes like running, dismount, and mounting quite difficult if you're not used to that kind of stuff. But it was really fun. Before you know it, you're a bow shooting pro dancing super hench action hero. That'd be awesome. Do all the things, know all the things. When someone says engage your core and flatten your lower back to deadlift, you get, yeah. Not a very action hero looking person. We don't all need to look like Keanu Reeves or... Oh, bollocks. Fiddle fudge monkeys. Accidentally touched my brush to her very pale robe with my bloody dark green, and I was so careful as well. The wobble got to me. How did I get it on her face? How? Oh my god. I guess we'll have to just... Guess that's not lifting off. Oh my gosh, I guess we'll have to touch up with some white after this. What a silly girl. I have to decide on the colour for the roses as well. Happy little mistake idea doesn't apply. No, not really. Not when it's dark green on a very pale robe. The primer is grey seer if I need to touch up. Yeah. It's more that the... I've obviously already painted over it, over the grey seer, but yeah, I may need to restart that, put some grey seer on and then recover it. Because I've done it on a few spots. Like some amateur. I did notice now that there's like a little hole in the back of her veil thing that one of the thorns goes into, I think. Oh my god. Getting this in the app on camera is like almost impossible. Hadn't really thought of this when I was quite happily painting away on her robe, that the thorns go so close to her, to the body. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's not fine. It is not fine. Grey seer. What is the closest normal paint that we have to that? You always like the little hand vice things for the stands. Wonder if they'll work for other hobbies. Maybe make a custom one. What do you mean the hand vice things? We have grey seer. Oh, cool. We should do, really, to be honest. But oh, I see it. There it is. I've got a couple of them, actually. Oh, the paint handle. Yeah, yeah, they are very useful. They I always forget to use them because, like, in my mind, if you're not handling the model itself and just holding the base, then why worry? But it is easier for well, I've been told it's easier for camera positioning and stuff, and I should really use it because, well, I've got them and it's better for the model, so Here we go. Toucher-uppery. Let's hydrate while we're at it. If it's also on your desk, then we have 3 of them that I can see from here. There's one in front of me, there's one on the shelf that I can see. If there's one on your desk as well, then we have shitloads. Right then. Cringe. Unironic cringe. Possibly. 7. It's Aerith theme from 7 apparently. Let's see if I can work out which of these thorns is supposed to go into this hole. I reckon that one. Yeah. See if I can manage it with a tiny drop of super glue on my cloth. No, that will not work. Hey, Thijs. Good afternoon. How are you today? We'll have to deal with it. I'm hoping the new emotes have gone live. I think Twitch should have approved them. Yay, they did. Awesome. Hi, White Wolf. How are you today? GG, indeed. I'm quite happy with them. I know they're they're all GG, and there's a couple of what I think are pretty good ones in there. Not bad. Good. I am glad to hear it. Oh my god. Yeah, that was my face when I just realized that I managed to get green on Lady Olynder's face, and I didn't even notice myself doing it at the time. I just turned around and was like, why is there green on her face? And then having to go back in with, Ah! Okay, I think that was just, I think it's okay. Having to go back in with grey cere to then have to layer that up again later is a bit annoying. But that was definitely my face, yeah. No, it's fine. It's not too noticeable, I think. I hope, and I should be able to fix it because I still have the wet palette paper on my wet palette, so I can actually see what I used, because I never write down my recipes, and it's now coming to, well, bite me in the ass, really. I think the problem is the model is bouncy. You think you're pulling away, but it wobbles. Yeah, that is. I mean, it's. I love the bounce because it's really silly, but at the same time, it's also really annoying when you try to paint. Like, please, no move. I'm trying to like stabilize her with the finger behind here so she doesn't really wobble as much, but she still wobbles. I'm also struggling with the light. That's slightly better. Don't paint Celestine if the bounce annoys you. No, that's alright. If you live in Groningen in the Netherlands and you think something is really good or like really nice food, sometimes people are say not bad. No, I don't mind the bounce. I think it's cool, but it's something that you have to learn to work with. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up with paint in places that you didn't want it. Nick asked me earlier what the next model is that I want to paint, because he wants to build it for me, bless him. And I asked him for the model, or one of the models he got me for Christmas. How? Oh my god. Wait, did I say not bad or niet slecht? Because niet slecht is something that's just one of those understated things, and I say that in Amsterdam too, but I don't think anyone in Groningen wants to know that Amsterdam people say it too. Oh well, more touching up, I guess. Niet slecht, niet slecht. Oh, nou, dat is niet verkeerd. It's funny, you think you have a pretty steady hand until you try and paint this thing. And then you realise that the hand that's stabilising her is actually shaking. This is so fiddly, I love it. Better make some breakfast. Yeah, breakfast is important. It's the most important meal today, actually. Do the American movie thing and make an entire spread of waffles and pancakes and fruit and stuff, and then say that you don't have time, you have to go to work. Or eat like one bite of a piece of toast and then head off. Been trying to plan ahead for your birthday stream in April. You can't decide on a model. Ooh. When's your birthday, White Wolf? Other than in April? You really want to start streaming on Twitch, just have to wait for your next paycheck and buy some stuff for it. Everybody here is so helpful. I'm not streaming yet and I already have 11 followers. Oh, good. 29th, okay. 29th. I will remember. What about... have you ever done like any of the Age of Sigmar, the Sylvaneth stuff? Just thinking maybe like a Tree Lord or Belthanos or Draika Hamadreth. She was really fun. Or you could go out all out and do a Lariel, but I have done. I don't know, Alariel then, I guess. Next. Something with a dragon. Can't go wrong with a dragon, that's true. What about the... There's a couple of cool dragons with the Stormcast. Birthday streams could be cool, yeah. I'm unfortunately in London on my birthday this year. I say unfortunately, it's going to be fun. It's our annual meetup for our World of Warcraft community, which is nice to have to see people on my birthday. Ionis Cryptborn, yeah. The last two Greater Demons you haven't done yet. Ooh, which ones are those? Yeah, oh, Karazai was so cool. Great Unclean One. Do a Great Unclean One. That is such a silly model as well, and you can do a lot of it with dry brushing. Which one's a Bloodthirster? I don't actually know. I have to Google that quickly. Bloodthirster. Oh, right, okay, yeah. That's cool. Also very silly. You have Krondis built but not painted. You kind of burnt yourself out on dragons. How many dragons did you paint? You just bought a really cool dragon from Horde Mimic. Oh, awesome. There's some absolutely stunning dragon models out there. Also some pretty derpy looking ones. But we can't all be award-winning beauty contestants. 5 dragons, jeez. I only really got into painting last year, so it's not. I don't quite have that that kind of. I want to say it's not really a backlog. It's more of a history, I guess. But 5 dragons, that's quite a lot. Was it just because they looked fun, or did you? Was there a reason? Did you do like a dragon marathon or? Dragonathon? Is this the never-ending story? It is. Don't know why it says from Stranger Things, because it's not. Your car's eye is probably the best model. It looks so good, babe. It's such a nice model. It's a stunner. Stunner. Ions and Storm Drake, Free Stormcast, a Whiz Kids Dragon, want to try that kids. Galaxy Dragon printed by Jet, and a Zombie Dragon with an eBay rescue. Damn. Yeah, but still, it shouldn't be on the Stranger Things. Like it shouldn't be referenced as Stranger Things. It should be referenced as freaking never-ending story. There's something that feels like really good about eBay rescues, doesn't it? Like, I've bought a few really crappy models off eBay when I first got enthusiastic about Warhammer and didn't really have any models to paint yet, so I thought, oh, this thing costs £1, I will buy it. But yeah, I ended up with, well, really no clue what, well, obviously I had no clue what to buy, so I just bought a couple of things that were probably shouldn't have bought, to be honest, because chances are they will never get painted, but the resculpts of the zombie dragon, oh god. Was it missing pieces, or is it, were they so badly clogged with paint or whatever that you had to fix them? Am I going crazy? I feel I grabbed some greens off the shelf and I guess I didn't. How peculiar. Your post pic. Oh, please, yes, please do. Rolling around with all these cables here. Let's have a look at Lady Olynder box art because I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Lady Olynder. Gold, okay. Funny how she's temporarily out of stock on Games Workshop. You know what? I think mine already looks cooler and I haven't even fucking finished it yet, so go suck a bag of Games Workshop. Okay, but then gold. It would be on brand, yeah, but probably also tedious if he's done so many already. Oh, that is very cool though. That's a really cool model. It's so weird when the wings bend that way. Because we're always so used to seeing dragons like flapping or like in flight, so the membranes between the spines would like go up and round. Yeah, Neverending Story came up because of the song, that's why. It's a very cool model though. Right, let's do the fix first. Have I seen the new one they showcased? No. Floor to go, am I Seahorse Man to be the named character or a generic guy? Can you post pictures of the fancy helm and of the normal face? Because I'm more interested in how interesting it looks than what he's going to be, if that makes sense. Because I don't normally like helmets much, but if he has a silly fancy helmet, then I might go for that. And thank you for building him, by the way. You rewatched that movie as an adult. It's amazing how much of the story is filled with your childhood imagination. Oh yeah. It's the kind of movie you don't really want to rewatch because you remember it very fondly in a certain way. And it doesn't hold up all that well. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, God. Open in browser so we can see the big one. I want the one on the left, the blue one. I don't know if that is... generic. That's probably the generic man. Yeah, but that looks way sillier. I love that weird little, like, halo. Thank you, baby. Hello, Alex. You alright? Can you copy a link here? You can try. I think you'll have to copy it into the Discord though, instead of into the because I don't think it will allow you to send a link. It might still show for you, but it will show as like asterisks for us. If you put it in the Discord, I can put it in the chat for those people who aren't on the Discord, or whisper it to me or something on Twitch. That's also an option. Or whisper to Nivian, that might also be useful, yes. Oh, there we go, that works. That's a really cool model. The wings on it are really cool. I think that I like the wings a lot. Good angry pose as well. Angry. Your building's on Imperialis, very good. We love ourselves some Imperialis. I was very tempted to get some the other day, but then instead I got the Nighthaunt boys on horses. Can't think what their names are now, like Dreadsteed kind of things. Because I like Lady Olynder, she's very silly. Even if I'm getting paint everywhere. That much looks much like the D&D Black Dragon. Yeah! I think a lot of the sculpts and things that we can buy online nowadays as 3D prints are designed by people who have either played D&D or have those images as reference images. This freaking green is the worst, but you wanted the one without the wings, but it didn't have it anymore, so now you have the one with the wings. It looks really good. I bet it does. It looks stunning on the pictures. Oh, sweet. I love a good dragon. I haven't really done any, have I done any dragons? I don't think I have. Food for thought and all of that. No, I don't want to use metallics on my nice brushes, so let's go with something slightly less nice, but still nice to work with. Doop, 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 doop. Don't want to accidentally oh, that might work. Right, here we go. Shake well, I think that shook well. Now let's see which one we like best. Ooh. The pigstone shows the zombies coming out of the ground. Ooh. Oh, okay. They look very similar in the pot and very different out of the pot. That's cool. I bought a light box as well the other day around Christmas time because I am terrible at taking photos. I always forget to take photos, and when I do they're like really clunky and stuff, so I picked up a light box for like 25 quid. It seems to get the job done alright, so the golds that I'm using are speed paint golds, the hoplite gold and glittering loot, if the camera wants to focus on that. Your wife spoiled you with a 130 quid one. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it for me because I'm just not like I just can't really be bothered with taking photos most of the time. I actually have to remind myself, you know, you shouldn't put this away yet because you still need to take photos of it, which is why Talia is still on my desk. And that is a lot of money with for a light box, yeah. That's but if it's then a really, really good one that you will use for many, many, many years, then it's worth the investment if you like taking photos of your stuff. I really need to do more of it because I want to upgrade my Instagram more often. I fucking focus. Huge and adjustable lighting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, mine has like these desk lights that I have here at the moment as well. It's just one of those tiny little attached remote kind of thingies with you can change like a color temperature and brightness. Sorry for not having that in frame, but I can't actually see what I'm doing otherwise. Probably worth the money. Just might first start a bit with streaming and see how it goes. You make pics with your phone. Camera's pretty good on it. Oh yeah, I take photos with my phone as well. I think most phone cameras are better than a lot of cameras you can buy nowadays. Especially if you're not really into photography, then there's not really any point splurging on really expensive equipment. What did you say you were saving up for? That you still need to buy dice before you start streaming? Because you don't need a lot, to be honest. Yes, it helps to have a good camera, but you can use your phone as a camera as well. If you have a reasonably good camera, then you can use just let me just scroll down because I know it's called Droid Cam. It's an app you can install on your phone and use that as your webcam or as your on your models. Mine came with like 2 diffusers as well. One that has a hole in it, so you can actually get you can take photos from above with the light coming from above, and one with no hole in it, which just diffuses the light, which is quite cool. Right, where is my... I'm really lucky because Nick always knows good things to buy for me. He's always buying me presents that make me very happy, so it's a blessing. A blessing from the Lord. That's true though, Trudeau. You are very good at picking presents for me. These tiny little green splatters from trying to reach every side of these bloody bramble thingies. You're easy to buy for people who just don't understand the logic. Like what? Or in what sense? It's because it's like miniature related stuff, or... That's it for me really now. I just, everything... If anyone doesn't know what to buy me, hobby stuff. Get me a pretty looking model, or get me paints, or nice brushes, or anything like that really. I think I'm quite easy to buy for now, but if someone gives you something, you love it regardless of what it is. Yeah, well, I agree. I also really like homemade gifts as well. Like, I know what Nick's sister is making me at the moment, which was it's a sort of belated Christmas present because she already gave me a really nice journal, but she's currently making me a cushion from like dog paw prints, and it's oh god, what's the word? When you sew tiny squares and things together, quilting. But in like hexagons, and it looks really good already. And she says that she's been working on it for a while, and she showed some of it to us earlier, and it looks really, really good. I'm really excited. You buy a webcam and a microphone, stands for it. Microphone has stand and holder, etc. with it. A handle for the mini, you still don't have. A new desk, but you buy that on Marktplaats. Yeah, about €200. Have you thought about how you're going to position things yet? Because I realised fairly early on that if I want to have a microphone in a good position for recording my voice, that it will probably get in the way of where my hands are going to be when I'm painting. It's not quite so difficult when you're like playing video games or something and you're working around a keyboard, but if your hands are up where they are here, the positioning of a microphone can be quite tricky. Which is one of the reasons why I'm using my headset, because it's just easier to get the microphone out of the way. You grew up very impoverished. Some years you got nothing for Christmas and you just appreciate gifts. It's also why you share so much. Yeah, I agree. It's we also didn't have much growing up. My mum always made sure that we had presents for the holidays. Don't know how she did it. Still don't know how she did it. Yeah, it was. It's never what you get, it's the thought behind it. For me, anyway. I always feel like I care more about what someone has put into it than how much something cost or anything like that. It just feels way more important to have someone think of you than having like big expensive presents. You have some ideas for it and just trying out before you start. Yeah, no, that's fine. You can always do some test streams as well. Just to test things out. Get your positioning, like how you want to sit. And if you just call the stream a test stream, you might get a few people who can just log in and tell you what your volume is like, what your camera positioning is like, or if there's anything stream related that you might need to adjust or something. I, for one, would be willing to assist, for example, with all of that. Not that I'll be able to give you technical advice, but I'll be able to tell you what is working and what isn't working. Your wife is already panicking at your birthday. See, there you go. White Wolf also already offered. What's your plan for, are you going to do a face cam, or there you go, tribute. Also do a stream on Discord to test things. Yeah, that also works. Eventually buy a second webcam, you think, but for now just going to stream your hands. That's fair. But like I said, you can use your phone for that. So I have a webcam up there, and I used to use my phone on a tripod as a cam on my hands, which worked surprisingly alright, other than the fact that I had my my tripod awkwardly positioned, so I ended up knocking it, so it wobbled a lot. But that will have you the second camera if you want a webcam and a face cam. You got a gift from your niece of a glazed pottery snake. It was handmade and quite amateur, but didn't melt when you fired. Aww. Like, knowing that someone has put time and effort and was thinking about you when they made something, that just means the world. I think it's important, way more important than someone spending a lot of money. Although, for some people, gift giving like that is like a love language as well. So I would never knock that either. So if someone buys me something expensive because they thought that it would make me happy, then that is absolutely appreciated, of course. But money is not the way to my heart. You hate your face cam. Had it on last night and adapters picked up. You shaved. Oh. I don't mind mine so much. Bonsai Ninja. We're painting Lady Olynder from the Nighthaunt army. She's basically like a little ghost lady. And welcome to the chat. You started a metal piece for a couple of years ago, you never finished it. You have to get it done now. Yeah. You always have to give a long present. You need a present. Got this or that from somebody once, so I need to give it. Yeah. Yeah, if it's not something that the gift giver is then going to be really sad that you gave it away, then that's absolutely a valid option. I know that if someone gave me something that I couldn't use or wouldn't use, then I would be more sad that a present is going to waste, just getting sad and dusty, than if I knew that it was being passed on to someone who would enjoy it more. But like a few years in a row, my mother-in-law currently building Space Marine Scout squads. Oh, awesome! Are you have you decided what color scheme you're going with yet? Oh, that's cool. What's it gonna be? Oh, I see. Actually, no, it's helmet. It's face. Is it? Optimus Prime? I don't actually know. It's half and half. That's actually really cool. I like that. Blood Angels, Black Templar, and Vanilla. Oh, cool. You mean more like a bottle of wine or something? I'm not a wine drinker. Yes, no, I agree. I've talked about this in stream before, but ever since I've started working with this company, our suppliers every year around Christmas, they will ask what we would like as like a relation present, because they get like an allowance to buy customers, or they're good customers, a little like Christmas present. It's normally like a bottle of wine or something like that. And one year I had let slip that I liked gin and tonics that year, like because I'd been drinking some on sunny days and I was quite happy with that. I'm not a big drinker at all. I hardly, Decepticon Autobots, that's what it is. I should have known. I really need to watch Transformers. Anyway, I let slip that I like gin and tonic, so now every year I get this massive bottle of gin. It's been 3 years, still getting bottles of gin. And I don't want to complain because it's a whole like gift horse and stuff, but I've started giving them away because I might have a drink once. Definitely not enough to drink an entire bottle. You drank a bottle of whiskey this year. Yeah, see, I think if they started giving me whiskey, I might actually do more with it, because I feel like a whiskey also works quite nice in like a hot toddy, or you can make like, yeah, whiskey you can do more with than a gin, I feel. And I know this is probably offending some people who are like cocktail makers who probably could use gin quite easily, but I just don't really know what to do with all this gin that I'm never going to drink, so. A 5-gallon of water. You tried Magic the Gathering cards for your Warhammer and got a totally buttload of Space Marines. Yes, Space Marines, they tend to sort of, get passed on first before anything else. It's the kind of thing that most people start with because it's like the obvious choice. But unless you're really into your chapter and you really enjoy painting them, they're normally the first thing that gets passed on when someone is less active in the hobby. 22 years sober. Oh, congratulations! That's amazing. Yeah, I don't really drink. I'm very much a social drinker. If I drink, it's only like with friends. Like for New Year's, I might have a few beers, but I don't really drink. Otherwise, just the Marines got so strong with the last update. Did they? I don't actually play, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I've heard that people have been enjoying them more. So You heard your story of the guy you spoke for a bit yesterday. Probably has the largest pile of shame ever. No. What do you mean? It can't be as big as the pile of shame guy that they had on Squidmar a while ago. That guy almost had an entire room full of things that he still wanted to paint. And he was quite like enthusiastic about it. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna paint this again, or paint this at some point. Like a Steam Wall of Shame, yeah. Yeah, same. I have a lot of games, and I think I've played... I mean, I say a lot. I mean, for anyone who actually plays a lot of PC games, I have a very sensible amount of games, but I most definitely only really play like 1 or 2 games. He has way too many Space Marines. He has even more. He's like, whoa. Is that points? Points of Space Marines. I hope that's points. Calculated the speed he paints 80 minutes a day. He needs almost 11 hours. Wait, hang on. The speed... 11 years. Yeah, it's it is hard though. Stream time zone. At the moment it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. So I'm on the GMT. London time, basically. Not that I'm in London, but... Yeah, it's 9:04. 8 AM. Oh, nice. Are you East Coast? Pacific Northwest. Yeah, okay. Pacific. I could hear myself trip over that word when I pronounced it just now. It's the Pacific coast. The beautiful Pacific Northwest. Where the Twilight movie is at. What forks? Hi from the East Coast. You don't get that. Why would you have so many Space Marines? You will never paint them all. Yeah, so I'm the same. I get that you get excited about kits and you think, oh, new Marines come out, this looks really cool, like new bikes or new whatever. But I don't think I would ever just keep buying them. It feels really like, yeah. Not wasteful, but a little bit wasteful, I guess. So we have Netherlands, we have East Coast, we have Pacific Northwest. I think White Wolf is UK somewhere. I think. I am UK. Arctic Quail, welcome to the chat. And Jedi, I do have an Instagram. It's not as active as it should be, really, though. It is Black Dog Gaming and Painting, I believe. I should link that to my my Discord, really, and to my my Twitch. Keep forgetting to do it. Oh yeah, just down for myself. I think we talked about this before, didn't we? I think the last post I put on my Instagram was of like my year in miniatures kind of thing. Why do I post my work? I don't really. I should post my works a lot more. I should really I really should. Oh, low stuff, that's right. I did know that, actually. It's just down the road. But yeah, I definitely should add more things to my Instagram. But again, that needs makes me need to take photos of things, and I don't never take photos. Hand warmers, how common are they in the UK? Not very. I don't see them very often, to be honest. I just bought a multi-pack of them a couple of years ago. They're a bit shitty quality. They're just like literal like socks with a hole in them, but this one you can see is all fraying and stuff. I need to like just attach like a couple of stitches around it to but I have really cold hands, so everything always cold. I did my nails again yesterday. I felt like I should do it again, so they are tidy again. Seahorse King, yay! That is next after this lady. She's really silly, and I know I keep saying that, but I love this silly model. I don't think I've ever had this much fun painting anything. It's just incredibly gratifying. The colours are so enjoyable, and yeah, she's just the only minor niggle I have is how wobbly she is, but she's really fun. You only see them in the US at farmer markets or craft shows. Someone hand makes them. Oh wow! No, I think I bought like a brown, a black, and a white in a 3-pack off Amazon or something like that. It cost like maybe like £8, like really not much. They're definitely not handmade, and they're very synthetic. They're not nice woolly ones or anything like that. They're just some cheap ass synthetic blend. Bonsai, we're all gonna lurk. Thank you very much, Bonsai. Thank you very much for lurking. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a nice time painting and getting through all those Space Marines. What's my approach to painting the eyes? Well, this lady doesn't have any. She's wearing like a cloth over her face, and her little minions also are like, well, they're skeleton-y-esque. Normally my approach to painting eyes, a darker colour first, then a white and then a dot usually. Don't know if you can really see it on this lady. Painted her a while ago. I don't know if the camera will focus on her if I put her up here. And then... yeah, it's difficult to see. I don't think it will focus. No, it will just think there's something in the way. But yeah, yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I paint them, and it's just, I don't go too all in because I feel like unless I do them perfectly, they kind of detract from the model. So if I think I'm not going to do a good job, I sometimes just don't do them, which is really bad. But I feel like that's less problematic than making like really weird, like owlish, big old, like creepy stare eyes. So make me some new ones. It's such a lot of work though. I need to ship them. I do love a hand warmer though, they're very nice. I didn't really think that it'd be a good idea for painting, but actually if it's really comfortable. I'm quite happy with them at the moment. Looks like I need to get a picture with a macro camera in my fancy light box. Yeah, what I really need to do is just paint, just get my light box set up, take some more photos, because I've got at least 2 more big models that I've finished that I need to put on Instagram. And this one will be heading that way soon. Not difficult to make at all. Do you crochet or knit them? Because knitting always, yeah, these are knit, but I've only ever been good at crocheting. I've never done any knitting myself. Or not really anyway. Nothing more than like back and forth. You can do both. Oh, awesome. Well, let's put it this way: if you fancy it, I would be happy to receive some hand warmers, but only if you are bored and want something to do in front of the TV or something. Don't feel like you have to, because I'm a big girl. I can also get my own, if that makes sense. But I love a good hand warmer. This is not going well. Yeah, this is a very, very fun model to paint, and I highly recommend anyone who fancies a complete change of pace to grab themselves a Lady Olynder. Obviously not from Games Workshop, because she's out of stock there, but it's, she is very, very silly. As someone who's done manufacturing, you're always interested in what can and cannot be automated. Machines can knit, but they can't crochet. Can they not crochet? Why not? That's mad. I had no idea. Like, I knew you could, like, knit and make knitting machines. I've seen knitting machines. But I'd never really considered that they wouldn't be able to do crocheting. I guess with knitting, you don't really need to hold the thing that you're working on, whereas with crocheting you kind of do, because you have to position it better. If nothing else, I can think that's what would probably make it difficult if I thought about it. But geez. Is it that they can't, or is monetarily non-viable? That's also a good question, actually. I think it's probably a can't reason, because if they can make it... If you can automate anything, it's going to be a lot cheaper to sell stuff with it, right? Than if you have to do it yourself. It'd be interesting in finding out why one and not the other, though. You worked in metal fabricating. Anything that needed to bend backwards was not able to be done with the machine because the machine can't get out of the way. Yeah, no, that's fair. I love these weird things. things you really never think about until someone mentions it, and you go, actually, shit, that's that's true. I'd never considered that, never thought of it, never. Robot Crash, howdy. How are you today? I hope you are having a lovely Saturday. Do you paint Warhammer, or are you just a, do you just enjoy the process, or what brings you to my stream, essentially? You're painting Kit Bash, your Studio Ghibli themed art. Oh, really? That's awesome. I would love to see those. If you have any photos of them. I'd be very interested in seeing them. If you don't mind joining. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Discord. We're only Whittle. Though he may be but little, he is fierce. Shakespeare, boys! And Seabiscuit, but that's beside the point. You connected Ghibli films. Oh, that's awesome. Have a quick look, see if there's photos in there yet. Hi. Yeah, if you have photos, go ahead and post them in the works in progress and results channel. Be very curious to see what they look like. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't see why not. I know that the stream won't let you post post links on there, but go ahead to post to Instagram. That is, I'm not upset with Instagram links. I have no idea if my actual Instagram is logged in on my PC, but let's have a look. Log in, please. No, it won't log in. I will have to log in on my phone and have a look. Oh my god, that looks so cool though, that picture, the Gorkanaut. Gorkanaut. Those wings on it, that's really cool. The Catbus Squigwagon, that's brilliant. That's so cool. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at your Instagram later when I, well, when I'm not streaming, I guess. What a cool idea. I always loved the idea of kid bashing things, but I'm I'm only really just starting out, and at the moment I am in a very fortunate position that my middle miniatures are being built for me by the lovely Nivian, who at the moment is he's finished the seahorse for me now. But yeah, it means that I don't really kit bash because I don't really build. Mostly because I just really enjoy the painting process. You've been a bit slow on the Ghibli stuff lately, but you hope to get back to it later in the year. You have to keep us posted because that looks like a really, really interesting project, and like I love that. That's really cool. And remind me, guys, later to link my, or to mention my Instagram on the Discord and on Twitch, because I keep forgetting to do it. Porco Rosso's plane's one of the big ones. Yeah, I bet. I mean, for me, the obvious one would be Howl's Castle, but that's also probably a little bit on the nose. There's a guy building Howl's Moving Castle out of trash. That's so cool. People are so talented. Disgusting. I don't know if it's me or if it's just my headphones, but my music seemed really loud there all of a sudden. Little pot of grog on the shelf, yeah. It's I hadn't really been, well, I hadn't really painted any Warhammer at that point, and my partner was like, well, I've got some of these orcs thingies, do you want to paint some of these? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. They look, they're a little bit desaturated, they don't look very vibrant. Looking at them now, but they're kind of fun. I'll pick them up in a second and I'll show, but I just want to get this semi-wet blend done while it's still semi-wet. You paint fairly desaturated yourself. I normally, I feel like I want to paint more vibrant colors. The last couple of models that I've done, they've all been very serious looking. Like, to me, they felt very serious. Like Talia, I'll hold her up in a moment as well. She's still on the desk over there. Of the Cities of Sigmar stuff, which looks really nice, but it's very brown and serious looking. So I wanted to do something that wasn't serious looking at all. Hence the absolute crazy stuff of this lady Olynder. Which has made me actually really happy. It's a very enjoyable painting process so far, so it's yeah, I highly recommend for anyone who wants to do something silly or something crazy, go grab yourself some Nighthaunt and do something stupid. Because they're genuinely very silly models. If you can get over the wobble, that is. Because she is very wobbly. But very fun. But yeah, the let me just fix my brush. Yeah, so that's just this guy. But super basic, like the base just literally has a bit of gravel bits on it, not even painted or anything like that. And I mean, he's not bad, considering this is like one of my first models I've ever painted. Same with this guy, he's like considering this is me basically a year ago, I think I've done all right. I love basing though, so for me is one of the most fun things I can do. So I was saying that like I normally have quite brownish. The last couple of models have been quite brown. So Talia, very cool, very fun to paint, but I was done with it, and it looked to me it looks way too serious. But it's because it fits in with my other Cities of Sigmar army. That is sort of like, yeah, that works. But very brown and very... It's a very pretty model. And it was very easy to paint with dry brushing and stuff. But I feel now I wish I would have done something sillier to the Manticore. And then this guy has like a... Ooh, fiddlesticks. Knock over Olynder. Finished him on the last stream on Thursday. I had a good time with this one as well. It was kind of fun. I quite like the skin on the shark. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I normally go for really outrageous, hyper, like almost a little bit obnoxiously bright bases, like something really poppy. So I have to think about what's gonna happen with that. Oh, sweet. Let's. Ooh, God. Let's do that then. Nick's sister has just messaged me to say that the nail polish that we've been eyeing is going live, and that we just have to buy them in singles rather than in sets. So I'm like, okay, well then we'll buy singles. That's not a problem. I just have to send her some money in a moment. You're excited for the nail polish? Yeah, it's a very cool set. It's there's 4 new ones coming out, and they're all like different shades of like teal and blue, and it's very pretty. Yes, yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, I know it, Holly. It's very pretty. I'm just saying for the yes, please, all 4, please. Thank you very much. Let me know how much it is, and I will send you the money, and then. I'm very excited. They are very, very nice. And actually it is easier when you just say in chat, yeah. We saw Holly earlier. We went to do a dog walk with her dogs. And my dog George, who now has looked up at me like, why are you... Oh yeah, if you don't mind, please, that'd be amazing. He's just looking up at me. He's like, "Why are you waking me up? I am very tired. I played with I played with 2 Labradors all morning, but I had a great time. I mean, George did. I know he did. He went absolutely bananas." Ooh. Shaking my paint, and I end up with my glove all the way over my hand. Right, so how are we gonna do this for the flowers and the branches? First, gold, because otherwise I will get in the way again of myself. Did Lily enjoy her shower? Oh god. Yeah, George may or may not have riled up Holly's Labrador. She has a how old is Lily now? Is she 9 months? 10 months? Still a puppy, really. And George was a bad influence. He went into the pond. Yeah, 8ish. George went in the pond, and then Lily got excited because George went into the pond. So then Lily went into the pond, and then we had two dogs chasing each other in the pond. And it was cold, so I was like, oh no. But they had a great time. They had an absolute blast. So George is very tired now. He ate some lunch, ate a snack, and perfect, sounds good. How much is that in GBP? No idea, we'll check. Thank you. I would, but it's a bit orcs. Oh, sorry. I need to put my model in the frame and not off the screen, regardless of how faffy and fiddly the filigree is. I don't know who decided that this would be the best location to put gold filigree, but on a model that is this wobbly, oh my god. It does do something, but it's... oh man, I'm really scared. Because if I get this wrong, this will go all the way over her freaking dress. Let me just send that to Holly so I can... search Holy Frost. Sent. Apple Dusk. Welcome to the chat. It is Lady Olynder of the Nighthaunt army, and I think you might be right, Rebel Crash. This is, yeah, Princess Mononoke theme song, the lo-fi version. It does come up occasionally on the lo-fi playlist that I've got. Cool. Yeah, that should be with you, Holly. I've just sent it. You knew it, yeah. But there's quite a few like really obvious things that pop up occasionally when you listen to this playlist. One that I always find very fun when it comes on is Peaches from the Mario movie. Peaches in lo-fi is just very silly. Oh, I'm going blind. Oh, Beardo, Jim. Yeah, they're all right. I did like the one coat black and then just sponged on some pink. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh my god. Oh, it's so fiddly and she's so wobbly. I can do it. I'm a big strong girl. Please don't fuck it. I went for the tip dabby dab. I did, yes. Oh, the one coat black is amazing. It literally is one coat and then no dramas afterwards, which is huge. This is actually one of my quicker polish things that I've done in months because I didn't have to wait too long for everything to dry, which was really nice. I know, right? Isn't it? Sometimes you go like, oh, fuck's sake. Or you have to wait and you don't wait long enough and then you realise that your second coat is actually reactivating the first one and it's blobby and Right, okay, come on. You hate waiting on your claws to dry, yeah. Me too, buddy. Oh my god, I'm actually going cross-eyed because I'm having to hold her and... Oh, I don't have anything to position my fingers on. Oh, there we go, this works. Yeah, okay, whoever thought this was a good idea at Games Workshop, I feel like they probably have some interesting ideas about pleasure. But still, we're there. Black dog painting has now become a nail channel, yes. Like once every 8 weeks or something. I do mention nail polish. So I just decided it was a food idea. A good idea, yeah. You like suffering? Good. You have a hairdryer for that, just a couple of seconds and you can paint again. Yeah. I mean, I've got this amazing heater here that I could probably use for it, but that's just like... Eh. That's for sensible people. Your 4-year-old painted some of her toys in nail polish. Oh god. When did you find out? After she was done painting, or? We need to sort a hairdryer in there. It'd be amazing for texture paste. Yeah, true. Although it'd be very tempting to start working on that when the top looks dry, but then the bottom isn't actually dry yet, so... But yeah, they're not expensive, like 15 quid and we can get some. You got home from work and the wife told you, oh god. So you know this these nail polish things that we got her for her birthday because she really liked the idea of doing nail polish on us. It's like, yeah. They're now on all her toys. Fantastic. It's funny, on the stream on Thursday, we were talking about food, and the subject of kebab and shawarma came up. And Nivian and I have been craving kebab for the last, well, since Thursday. So we've decided that we'll have kebab tonight. It's not the healthiest of foods, but gotta do it sometimes. Yeah, it's always fun coming home from work to something that you weren't expecting. Chicken salad and pita bread. That's actually not a bad shout. Don't tell them about the 2 tubs of garlic sauce and the chips that we get with them. So she is kind of one-off-ish, but a lot of the other characters in this army look like these guys, or like a little bit like. I don't have any Skaven up here anymore. They're like the rat army, but with like the cloaky things. 100% garlic sauce is a must. I have seen the black coach. I had it in my hands when we went to the shop the other day. I really want it. That's on my wish list for like my birthday or whatever, the next big present time. But it was a bit too expensive. I bought 2. Yes, so the link that Nick just posted is to the army, I think, so you can have an idea of what the models are like. The black coach is my next on the wish list because it's ridiculous. I did buy the set of 2 like horse riders. Just need to get a friend who works for Games Workshop. They get 50% off. Yeah, but then your friend has to work for Games Workshop, so I don't know if that's really a trade-off or if that's Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to do something very different from what I've been working on for the last couple of models. I really wanted something colourful and pretty and cute for a change instead of serious and browns and stuff. So yeah, I'd say, I mean, even, I don't know where you're based, Robot Crash, but in the UK, most of the resellers they are 20% cheaper, 15 to 20% cheaper than Games Workshop direct prices. Yes, like those pastel Space Marines, yeah. And true, there is obviously the option of printing our own models, which is a little bit hacky, but I sometimes feel like Games Workshop just asks for it. Actually have a bright, vibrant pink. That's another thing that it does. If anyone who paints America, yeah, that's probably it's you're not in luck there because you guys only get full price. I think Games Workshop. Games Workshop here is because it's made here. All the resellers they get. I think that's. I don't really know what the reasoning behind it is, but they get to well, they tend to have way cheaper models than buying from Games Workshop direct, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, but just trying to think of how to, because we don't. I wish we had. That's my. If anyone has any recommendations for fluorescent paints, I would be much obliged. Obviously, not mixing it with a pastel yellow is. You live in a city with a North America HQ. You'd think they'd have a shop there with better deal. You would think so, yeah, but again, Games Workshop Direct, right? So it's not always the case, unfortunately. Because why would they sell things? Would they sell things cheaper if they can ask for a lot more money, right? They don't need to. Amethyst. Purple. Did I buy a pink or did I only buy... What's that? That's a pink flesh. Amethyst maybe. Try some atom paints with... Yeah, Games Workshop pricing in foreign markets has always been a head scratch. Scandinavia and Australia pay a huge premium. Yeah, I heard about that, yeah. Green Stuff World fluoros are only ones you've used. Okay. And the golden acrylic ones are really nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. Because the only ones I've seen, I quickly Googled it and immediately AK Interactive ones came up with a fluo set. 6 paints for like 15 quid, which really seems very cheap. Let me tell you, as someone who works for the company who carries Games Workshop containers to Australia, it's not the shipping cost. AKR quality, yeah, they're not bad. So I might try it and see what I like if I like the set. Purple. I guess actual white will help. You hear great things about AK. You've only used Scale 75 fluos. They don't really love their paints. Just not for you. No, that's fair. I'm just trying, because I'm still fairly new to the hobby myself, so I'm just trying all kinds of different paints at the moment. I was very lucky because Nivian shared his Christmas bonus with me, which meant I could buy the complete Army Painter speed paint set. I don't think they do. There are some very bright paints in there, but they're not technically fluo. Like this Princess Pink that I've been using comes out as a pastel on... Ooh, fiddlesticks, don't break, you stupid... It looks very pastel-y on the model, which is cool, but same with the brighter familiar pink. Hello? There. Yeah, you use some standard AK paints, and they're really nice. Okay, well, I might try that set then. You just understand why Games Workshop is so expensive. It doesn't have to be, maybe because there are enough people. Well, that's it. Like, why would they go cheaper if they can sell it for way more, right? It's yeah, I get it. I don't love it, but I get it. I'm personally now a very big fan of the speed paints. The Army Painter speed paint range really makes painting very easy. It's really it goes on really smooth, really interesting colors, and yeah, just very, very nice paint. So yeah, definitely recommend. Seems Army Painter has some fluorescence in their war paints. Okay. That's good to know. I might check those out as well. Because I've never used fluorescent paints before. But painting this model makes me want to try. It's very fun to paint with silly colors. Yeah, she's it's been very fun painting her. And I am nowhere near done, but it does feel like it's going really quickly, this model. Which I guess is both kind of nice and also kind of sad, because I'm having a really good time with her. As long as you're enlightened, you painted on your inside, so some fluorescent in the cracks between the scales. Okay. I will check that out later. Is it Louise Sugden who paints in these ridiculously bright colours? Who had her like her army on display, or is that Darcy Bono? Looking at Nivian, who knows these things. Yeah, Louise probably. Although she's now branching out into Gundam. Yeah, that's it. I really want to have another look at that when we go at the end of the month. I'm very excited for that trip. That's going to be so good. Yeah! I am super hyped. Can't believe how quick that's going, or this month is going. It feels both like the slowest month ever and the quickest month ever, if that makes sense. Grimglass Reapers, that's, you think, the first model that you did finish after 2 painting lessons. You did say that you had painting lessons. Grimglass Reapers. I'm gonna have to Google those. You have to forgive me for need to get the vouchers next weekend. We should have picked it up really when we went into town the other day, didn't we? Grimglass Reapers. Oh, nice. Yes. Yeah, I love the night haunt. They're really fun. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I picked up a box of the basically like these dudes on. You just painted one. Awesome. If you have pictures, I would be very interested to see them. Hello there, Kill, you alright? Thank you for hopping in. You want to make a pilgrimage to Warhammer World just to get the Realms of Chaos books? What, are they Warhammer World only? Oh, you mean it was like your first mini, not all like... Well, you don't need to finish all 8 of them to still have... to still be proud of what you finished. The reprinted ones, okay. I have to admit, I am very bad at anything lore or rules or board related, to be honest, game related. I try, but I have the attention span of a gnat, and I really struggle to focus on stuff like that. So I tend to, if it's not something that immediately interests me, I tend to zone out. Old beat up ones on eBay are several $100s, yeah. Although a trip to the UK and Warhammer World would be more than a few hundred. Yes, but then you would have a trip to the UK though. And there's, I mean, as much as there's things to definitely avoid when you go to the UK, there's also a lot of things to see. So if you're, plus from an American's perspective, coming to England must be wild. Because when we went to America, 2019, we went to America to we went to Anaheim for BlizzCon, the last real live BlizzCon, and just the absolute scale of things was crazy. You see it in movies, like how big America is, but compared to anything that we know, it's just insane, like absolutely crazy. You have a lot of other stuff to do. I'm going to eat in a bit and then paint and some small Space Marines together. Nice. You can put your painted Space Marine in Discord. You did 3 like the box art with a bit of your own. 1 need to do the face, but do that in the next painting. Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing, I'd love to see them. I'd be very interested to see them. I love seeing what people paint and how they're getting on, and especially when you're new to the hobby, sometimes it's nice to be able to like share your journey, if that makes sense. So sorry for the crackle there. I really am looking forward to the Warhammer World trip at the end of the week, end of the month. It's we've been once before, or I've been once before, and Nivian has been 3 times now, I think. And I just, yeah, now that I'm actually actively painting, because I wasn't really when we went the first time, I'm going to be so excited to look at the exhibitions again and look at all these models, and yeah, very excited. I think because we've got a few things planned for that weekend. There's apparently a Space Marine VR experience thing that we're going to do as well, and an escape room. So yeah, that should be good fun. It's in Discord. Ooh, awesome. Do, 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 do. That's awesome! Is that your first model ever? I love your drawings as well. Indeed. I very much agreed on the muscle there. A second, yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, that you did mention that actually. And yes, this is the this is 10. Yes, Degamad. I used to do Dragon Ball drawings and stuff. I wonder what happened to them. I did them when I was in school, so many years ago. It's been 84 years. I swear this sponge is... Gonna need some more water on my wet palette. I know, right? That bird. The ridiculous feathers. Well, that went splendidly. Not. No stress. It's only a wet palette. I managed to pour water onto a section that had paint on it instead of underneath the paper. So I just went all over the place. On the palette, or inside the palette, I mean, not like over the desk, but... Because my paints keep drying out. And I know it's warm in here, but it's not that warm in here, because I think... Have I turned the heating off? Yeah, see, the heater is off, so it's not... You need to recover from your late night. You think you're going to get more sleep now. Sounds like a plan. I hope you have a nice nap. And, well, I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much for hanging out when you, well, even when you felt less than optimal. I think I can hear Will. He did say he was going to come over, or like Nick said that Will was going to come over. trying to remember what his name is in on Twitch. Probably Tealpo, but I'm not sure. The insane freaking wobble every time I touch her. Maybe I need to follow my own advice and allow the paint to dry before I do another layer. Also going to go with a slightly bigger brush for this because it's just giving myself way more of a headache than I need to give. Ties. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Didn't need to do that. Bitties. Thank you. Shopping for minis. What were you shopping? Minis. Were you on eBay hunting? Archvillain Games Prince. Can't say that rings a bell. They're gorgeous. You'll have to leave us a link so we can have a look, because I'm curious now. Food is good when you're hungry. Have any pizza from the oven? Oh, nice. Very nice. It is 5:20 here. We had lunch around 1. I have some cheesy, like, crackery thingies here, which I might grab in a mo. It's not that I'm like hungry, but I can always eat for one, and it's gonna be a while before I have dinner, so I figured like I should really bring a little snack in or something. So, oh man, how am I doing this? I do at some point want to do some more, or I say some more, actually do any non-Warhammer related minis, because there's so many really good ones out there that it just feels like an absolute waste to only limit myself to doing Warhammer. But at the same time, I also there's so many Warhammer models still that I really want to do. See where the pink went. I swear to God, there's like this lesson to myself yet again. No matter how much you want to use your old wet palette paper as a reference for the new paint job you're doing, don't do it. Just get a fresh wet palette, get a fresh piece of paper. Thank you for the link. Let me have a quick look. Holy frick. Oh man. That looks so cool. Damn. Do they have anything really like pretty and cutesy as well? Like something like a fairy or something, or are they all really villainy? Oh, hang on, Lamau, I got you. Okay. I'm curious now. Because that's one thing that I guess I don't say dislike, but I would like. But then you go, oh, girls in my hobby. Oh. I would like it if there were some more like cute or pretty factions in Warhammer. Basically, all we have is Sylvaneth. And no offense to Sylvaneth, but you're all tree bitches. No, I love Sylvaneth. I say that, but I just I really do love Sylvaneth. They are probably my favorite army. There we go. Screenshot. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. That's cool. Although those wings do give me a little bit of like trypophobia, kind of. But that is really stunning though. What a model. Damn. People are too talented. There are like two factions, right? The Sisters of Battle. They're like female marines, kind of. I guess not. They're not. Don't ever say that they're female marines because people will lynch you. But they have like big armor and they're basically nuns. Orcs are cute, yeah, but not pretty cute. 3 geese in a trench coat. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, orcs are cute, but not in a pretty cute way, if that makes sense. I think Sylvaneth are probably the closest that we get to like proper cutesy pretty shit. Well, Sylvaneth, they have male elves with like glittery wings and stuff. They're kind of cool, and I've painted those, so that's cool. Sylvaneth are like the tree people. So you've got dryads, or little twiggy branch. Constructs, I guess. And yeah, there's some LV archers and things, and there's a tree lord and a lady riding a massive beetle, and like revived kind of tree dude as well who rides a beetle, and there's some very pretty models in there, but nothing cutesy. No, there's no cutesy shit in Warhammer, which is kind of fair, to be honest. Like, it's a very like in the grim dark future of the millennium, like there's not really any place for cutesy shit. It's just my my girl in the hobby coming rearing his head, I guess. I think of all the models that I've painted so far, this one, probably the conventionally the prettiest model, I guess. Might be because of the paint job, but it feels very yeah, how do I... It has a certain flair to it that the normal Warhammer stuff doesn't really have. In my opinion, anyway. Thank you. It's mostly speed paint, not gonna lie. Like, a lot of it is done for me. But it's a really fun model to paint. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Which I wasn't really expecting. I was hoping for it, but I didn't think it was going to be this fun. Really put her in frame rather than off camera. That's the only downside. She's, because of how I have to hold her, it's quite difficult to keep her in frame. With my non-conventional models, it's a great opportunity to experiment. You could go so unhinged if it does night on dudes. Yeah, exactly. I bought the ones. They're basically two dudes on two, like, skeleton horses kind of thing. They're gonna be the next silliest thing that I've ever painted, I think. But Lady Olynder here, she's quite difficult to focus on. Like, with your eyes. Because of all the holes and the stuff going on. Space Marines being blue and red is pretty... yeah. Yeah, I agree. I love the idea of like the weird, like, psychedelic colors and holographic ones, and it just, yeah, it makes me really happy that people are getting a bit crazy with it. Crazy paint job, a lot of fun paint jobs. And as I've found out, weird colors. Very funny. Noise Marines, yeah, I saw them. They look really silly. They've announced something new, Holly, that is just a little bit preposterous, really. Not hating on anyone's Space Marines. They, it's just that, like, basically everyone who starts the hobby starts with Ultramarines. And they're blue. Which is, it's just what it is, really. Which other models of the Night Haunt have I got? I can't remember what they're called. I will quickly Google it, because otherwise I think Nick will probably know, but he is, I'm pretty sure he's talking to Will, so... Night Haunt on horses. Go. Images. These guys. Picture. These guys. So yeah, they look all serious, but they're not gonna get serious. They're gonna be very silly when I'm done with them. Please, like, you just want to have one squad of Space Marines. That's it, really. The boss guy is in like a yellowish white, so you have to do the face, and then you can pose that one. It's honestly like that is I think the funnest part of the hobby is that everyone likes something different, and even people who who like just Space Marines, that's still different from what someone else who just like Space Marines likes. So, man, the big carriage thing, that is that's the thing that I that's on the wish list for Christmas now. That is such a stunning model. The black coach. Really, really want that, but it's like 75 quid, so bit much for just a single purchase. Just like, oh, just go to the hobby shop, just buy a model. The guy in the pirate ship. I mean, Holly, this whole army is fucking mad. Yes. Yeah, there's this whole army is crazy, and it's really fun. It's really fun. I'm having a really good time with them. And because they can be painted like slightly unhinged like this, I feel that gives me an opportunity to paint something that's a little bit different for a change. Because yeah, I've been painting a lot of browns, and it just, as much as that is, there's nothing wrong with that. I quite like the idea of a bit of a pop of colour. Pirate ship now is called Allrak the Drowner. Look at all the models Nick sent a link for there. So yeah, there is, honestly, it's such a cool army. I didn't really think that I would like them as much as I do. I was a little bit skeptical, but it's honestly a blast. I'm having a really good time with them. Holly and the hobby, hell yeah. I do think you'd like it. Murmuring Banshees, like Battle Maiden style Ghost Lady with the armor. Just a painting enjoyer, just watching the car. Yeah. I do reckon you'd enjoy it, but it's one of those hobbies that you have to have quite a lot of time and money for. Or a 3D printer. But still time. It's not, say, you can't just put paint on something and assume that you're done in an hour. And I feel that you might already have quite a few things that are quite time consuming in your life. You would end up doing what you did with the crochet. Yeah, but crochet is... as much as it's not difficult, it's really difficult. Like, it's easy to make a string. And a granny square, doable, right? But big projects, jeez. I used to crochet hats. I must have crocheted like 50 hats over like a couple of years' time. Donated them all to my summer camp because they could use them for trolls. There's always a theatre story going through the camp week, where we played dress up and stuff, and all the trolls and the cutesy people always wore these big hats and wigs and stuff, and yeah, these hats were bit of a shoe-in for that. Spoilers, you did paint a model back in like 2010. Oh my god, what did you paint? I didn't notice a follow Apple Dusk. Something has happened. I don't know if Apple Dusk is... That's weird, that alert. An hour ago. And Spike Fire Spew. And Robo Crash. Where the hell has alert gone? How weird. Definitely rude. Elf Things Archerman. Oh yeah, awesome. Let me... What is that? I think I'm gonna just... Is this there? Okay. Maybe like that then? Okay, I don't know if anyone would be willing to unfollow and refollow, just so I can test whether or not the follow button or the follow alert has fixed itself now, or if I've royally buggered something up with my alerts. Yeah, it's definitely broken. Oh no, it's showing, it's just got no sound on it. Why has it got no sound on it? What the fuck did I do? Well, I'll have to look at that later. That's very strange, because when I... Oh, for fuck's sake. Touch my my Twitch window and it just full screens my Twitch and then my whole monitor goes black for a second. Just a bit annoying. Oh, that's funny. The alert sound just fell off. Okay, fine. I see how it is. Sound library. That one please. Add to alert. Save changes. It's just no sound. It's just how bizarre. It's for some reason just removed all my sound alerts from yeah, from everything. How daft. It's on there. It's on there. And on there. I swear to God, like this... Well, that'll have to do. Hopefully, hopefully that's fixed it. I mean, technical issues... I don't think I'll ever stop having technical issues. I am just not very good with tech, so usually I do something and it goes... It kills something else. It happens a lot, unfortunately. And considering I'm not like a complete technophobe, I'm not bad per se at tech, I just... Hi Adeptus Paints, welcome back. Live debugging. Yeah. I just thank you for the comment about the model. Thank you. I run. What do I run? The stream goes through OBS, and I've got Streamlabs stream labels to go with things. And for alerts and things, I just put them in Twitch, to be honest, because I am just a bit of a shitter, and I don't really understand all these things all that well yet. So I try and keep things as easy as possible. But I've done very little on Streamlabs. It's just the Discord alert and have I done the shout out? I've done a shout out, I think, but I don't know if that's working. I haven't actually tested that yet live, so that is exclamation point SO if anyone wants to try it and wants to shout out someone. Let's see what it does. Exclamation point and then their name. Or it might be at their name. And I believe everyone should be able to. There we go. There we go. It works. Thank you for the test, White Wolf.
I'm not a shrink.
Oh shit, thank you. For sure.
Hey, listen!
Hey. I still need to fix that one. At least it's working now. It's just not what it was originally. Yeah, it's one of those things, it's very easy to just turn into an absolute prawn behind your PC. And just curl up as if you've got no backbone. What do you mean, a spine is a thing? I don't have a spine. Oh, thank you for the bit. Oh, thank you. Nice. Don't go crazy. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. That's really nice of you. Thank you. You are too generous to me. No, only 5. Still, that's 5 more than I had before. Six. Oh no, there's the 5th one, the 5th alert. Okay, cool. That's alright then. 5th alert. That's the 5th alert. Well, at least we know the alerts are working, or the bits alerts. White Wolf! Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you, I really appreciate it. You were coerced. You were not coerced at all. But thank you. That is very much appreciated. It means a lot. Uh-oh, hype train. Well, it's the start of one. Just trying to get into between these hairs here, but I'm pulling her out of frame. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this model, honestly, if anyone wants to paint something completely different for a change, Adaptus Paints, thank you for the sub. Oh my god, thank you. Should change the color of that alert, I can actually read it. GG indeed. Need to secure your own sub. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, sitting there, free gifts being around, frozen resin. Well, for what it's worth, I very much appreciate it. It's huge. Yeah, I never expect anyone to sub, like ever. So it's it's always a surprise when people do, when it's always very much appreciated. So you get that, you did that ghosting like blue to purple red. Thank you for the gift sub. Thank you, and another bit, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's huge, and I very much appreciate it. It means a lot. So thank you. Your mango can't be throwing bits and not get a sub. These subs can lead to that black coach model. Yeah, that's honestly that is what my the bits. That is what my Twitch revenue goes to. It goes to buying more models for the stream. But that is where it goes. Anything that I can do to further the stream. That's so I bought some brushes a while ago, which were part paid by the stream. At the time, I didn't really have much, but tax write-off, yeah. Tax write-off nail polish, yeah. Nice. Thank you. As long as you guys are not gifting more than you can afford, I would feel really bad if you're spending more money than you really, you should be spending money on buying models. Need to help the duchies, that's appreciated. The duchies appreciate it a lot. It's yeah. Makes me very happy. Oh, thank you. It means a lot. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Tinker Parsi. You only give it you can miss. Okay, thank you. That's all right then, because I never want anyone to feel obligated to donate or sub or give bits or whatever. It's very much appreciated because it helps me like progress my stream, and it feels really nice to feel like what I'm doing is appreciated enough that people want to give some money to support it, so that's very nice. But I'm happy with anyone who just wants to spend time in my stream, in my chat, just hang out or even just lurk. anyone is welcome and everyone is welcome as long as you're nice to each other and support each other. You got a pay rise last week, so this month's extra goes to the community. Oh my gosh, you are a... Well, I've called you this before, like the patron saint of small streamers, and I really do think that it's applicable. It's one of these people who just gives back, and yeah, it's huge. And congratulations on the pay rise. You live by that title. You're good. It's I guess it's a good title to have. It's a nice title to have. But I do feel it's deserved because you've helped me out a lot, and I know that you're doing it for other people as well. So it's yeah, it's big. You can give it a bank number and DM. You can give some money. Give good stuff for the stream. Yeah. Need to switch out to Lark. Board game night beginning. Ooh, amazing. Have fun. I hope you're playing something fun tonight. And thank you very much for the lurk. And for the follow and for the subs. And yeah, it's just huge. You guys are too good to me. And I very much appreciate it because it's hope you have a nice night. Hype train success. Let's see what's in that hype chest. If my personal best emote. Choo choo. Here we go. By proxy, we're good to Nivea while also saving his wallet from. He we went to our local hobby store yesterday, and which reminds me, I need to check if he followed up with them. We were looking at models, and he picked something up and. He's like, oh, I should really get this. And then he put it back. And it's like, why did you put it back? He's like, well, I don't really need it. It's a bit more like models, more like, what did he say? More vehicles. And I'm already going to be painting my knight. I'm really excited. He's like, why on earth would you put back a model? He said, what kind of girlfriend are you? Aren't girlfriends supposed to say that you shouldn't be buying a Warhammer? Like, yeah, well, sorry. You're stuck with the one who tells you to buy Warhammer instead. But yeah, I need to reach out to our that hobby store because I think they undercharged us. I think they forgot to scan the spray paint that we bought. Because when we got home, we looked at what we had and what it all cost. And we were like, that's not right. And I think Nivian said he was going to reach out to the owner on Facebook. I think you've spoken to him before about stuff, and I'd love your wife. She's just like you, like me, encouraging. I think it's really important. I think people should be able to enjoy their hobbies. There's nothing sadder to me than someone who's excited about a hobby they have. Who genuinely wants to talk about it and gets like, yeah, has things to say about it, wants to show you things, and they get shrugged off by their partner. Or told to shut up because no one wants to know about that because it's boring or whatever. You're gonna head out. Oh, thank you very much for hanging out with us today, RoboCrash. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the follow. I will be back again on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. UK time. And again next week on Saturday as well. It makes quite some money on the stock market, especially if the company is good at it, but good for you, animals. You work in stock control for a vehicle branding company. I don't often get to talk lore, she's good, but not that good. I mean, I don't really talk lore. I try to. I kind of want to, but my brain just sort of fritzes out and just like, no man, this is not really my jam. But I will never belittle him for his enjoyment of these things. When I first started out, we went to a different local hobby store and spoke to the owner there, and he was like almost hesitantly asking me, like, do you play as well? Do you paint, or do you do wargaming? I was like, yeah, I'm just getting in. I'm painting and I'm enjoying XYZ. And he was saying that he had people come into his shop, and either the girlfriends that came with them were like faced like a scalped arse, just like we're only here so we can go to Primark afterwards kind of thing. Or the boys came alone, had to unwrap their stuff in the shop, take home the sprues, and then pretend that it was secondhand because their girlfriends wouldn't allow them to buy hobby stuff. I find that so depressing. Like, how can you love someone and not want them to be happy and enjoy their hobby? If they have a bit of spare money to buy a few minis and to spend a few hours painting, like, can let them. Like, oh, you stupid little minis. So mean. Breaks my heart. You started reading the core book, like 9th edition, but you have to find time to read further. Yeah. Tells your wife loves a certain model I recently bought. You just can't warrant buying it. Which one was that then? What did I buy recently? I mean, I bought this recently, but an Iridon, Talia. Oh, the Levi. Oh, Fulgrim Transfigured. Yeah, he's actually. I need to check if the kit is complete. He's on my desk here in a box, obviously. That's why you stay single. You've always been disappointed in you, so you're feeling his comfort. Oh, come on, that's so depressing. But yeah, he the box is actually kind of small, considering, like, it's not a huge model. But yeah, it's like knock over Olynder, like she's not fragile or anything like that. Yeah, it's like the wings, they're like bubble wrapped, and they're still half on. They still got the in betweeny bits. They're not like supports, I guess, but maybe they are. But like, look at that freaking wing. That's just. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't meant as tormenting. It just. He has a funny hand in there, though. Look at his little. It's actually like a little hand thing. He's got a thumb there. But yeah, this is gonna need a lot of tidying up because all these edges are all like. Yeah, this is gonna need washing, sanding, cleaning. Oh. You would want to find love again, maybe soon. Maybe 14 you go speed dating. That's awesome. Yeah, the flashing on the resin is just... it's a little bit... I guess I'm lucky that Nivian does 3D printing as well, so he's quite familiar with like all of that shit. But yeah, that's an intimidating kit for someone who's never built something before, like me. You've never dated ever. So really cool to do, but also scary. I don't think I've ever dated. I've had boyfriends, but never like gone on dates or anything like that. Have I gone on dates? No, I don't think I've ever like been asked out on a date like that. It's never really gone like that. I suppose like it was a little bit different when there wasn't any like Tinder or anything like that when I grew up. Didn't really yeah, no, I've been lots of relationships, but not yeah, old, definitely old. I'm trying to think, but no. All the boyfriends I've had, I've never been like asked out on a date, I don't think. Or maybe one. Yeah, one took me on a picnic to a park. But we were already dating at that point, so that was like not really I feel like that doesn't really count. Like Nick and I have like date nights, but it's not quite the same if you're already dating. It feels like... Well, that's cool though, going on speed dating night. That's exciting. I love that for you, which is one of those super like Instagram-y things to say or TikTok-y things to say, but I do. It yeah, that's cool. Never dated and have had like one longer relationship of 6 years, so speed dating is exciting and also scary. Of course it's scary. You're putting yourself out there. Of course it's going to be scary. But it also means that the risk reward thing is there, isn't it? So a high risk, high reward kind of situation. Has the potential to be really, really awesome down the line, so. And if nothing else, it's a fun evening out. So, TikTok, never heard of it, banned. Yeah. I do feel bad for all these people who are making their money off TikTok, because all of a sudden they've lost their entire like American following or follower base. Unless they go through VPNs and stuff, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the object of like quickly logging in on a silly little brain rot app. Indeed, and because of that, that's why you're going. Yeah, I'm glad. I will endeavour to remember that, and I'll have to ask you how it went. And if I forget to ask, please do tell me. They're just going to move to Insta. Yeah, they probably will, to be honest. Which means our beloved Instagram is going to get flooded with... I just heard the garage door open and someone saying, "Oh shit." I don't really know why. It's on the 14th of February. Is it because you don't have a key? Is that why you said, oh shit? Guys, 2 seconds. I'll just have to check what's going on here in the garage. I think Nivian might. Oh my god, my electric blanket and my headphones. Oh my god. Ugh. Bear with. Oh, he's found a key. Never mind. Hello.
I forgot the snack for the dog.
Oh. I just heard oh shit, and then Nick came in and he said I forgot the snack for the dog. Oh, electric blanket. Oh, it's turned itself off again. Oh no. Maybe not on full on like Mega Blast. You believe in the algorithm to protect us. Yeah, we can hope. Would be nice.
You have Christmas presents from the twins.
I have Christmas presents for the twins.
You've got a nundum. You've got a nundum.
I get Nundum.
Yeah.
Nundum, I love that. Really funny. That's awesome. Well, there we go. Guess I'll be painting 40k. That's awesome.
I'm gonna order
Is Will here? Is
Yeah.
he staying? Ah, cool. Yes, please do, and I will be through soon. Let me know when you order, and then
I'll let you know.
yeah, please.
Thanks. Oh, I also brought you tea. Oh, I forgot.
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk off
There's
with it.
tea. Nice. Yeah, Celestine, yay! Yeah, we were saying earlier that if you're worried about Olynder wobbling, then don't paint Celestine. But guess I'm painting Celestine. Saying that, I do actually not mind the wobble on Olynder. It's just an extra little yeah, something to work on. Careful with the dough, she's also on wibbly wobbly. Yes, there you go. It's wibbly wobbly. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of wobble. Adds a little bit of extra spice to the painting. We did wonder if we were going to get Christmas presents from the twins. That's really cool. Because Nick and I always buy Christmas presents for all our friends. And, oh fuck, I got some paint in the ferrule. But yeah, we always like to buy presents, but it's also fun to get presents back. Again, it's not a mandatory requirement, but it's still fun. You're very happy with your teeny tiny Tanku. Nice. I think Nick went and bought the Bane Blade on Friday. I want to say. And your wide lad, yeah, he's a good boy. We gave Holly her Christmas presents today as well. Finally got around to meeting up. She did not get Warhammer. Your white boy is funny though, Zach. He's a funny man. Only signs of why was that he has rocks. Yeah, it's a bit annoying sometimes when the base is pre-built. You got your queen, you did! We found a displate of Sylvanas. It's been on our shelf since mid-November, I think. Can you not make the rocks like fractured bits of marble? Or cut them off? A cut and sand kind of situation. I don't know how his rocks look. I know that I found them a little bit annoying on Talia. Because it really limits how you can deal with the pose. Probably could be finished now, so yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. You'll just have to be outside, yeah. Onwards, me lads. Get into the cathedral. I'm very glad I didn't yesterday pick up Celestine. Because I did think of picking up some sisters. So, that is serendipitous. Ooh, am I going to be an absolute fucking heretic and paint my sisters with like bright pink or something instead of black? Tempting. You might trade your 4-year-old for Warhammer. That's fair. I've said it before and I will just repeat it. Like, I have so much respect for anyone who has kids and is raising a small child in this horrible, horrible world of ours. But I do not ever want kids because I would probably... Oh, I mean, I'll probably be great. I'd probably be fine. I'd be a great mum. But I also... God. Holly says yes, so we're going pink. Okay, cool. And if you are on pink, I could use... Yes, I should go that fluorescent pink that we were talking about earlier. Oh no, your daughter just dropped around a snow globe. Oh no. Is it broken? Did it like... Zipper print. Oh my god. Holly? Welcome back, Dagamad. Did you have a good nap? When we went to Warhammer World, the first time, there was some Golden Demon entries still there, and someone had painted, and I'm trying to think what they were. I think they were like, oh god, Nivian, can you remember? There were 3 minis together posed on like a small diorama thing, and one of them had like these really flowing robes. I think they were something like an elf of sorts. And they had almost like oil spill painted on those robes. The freehanding, the checkerboard pattern of all the armor. Yeah. I will be doing freehanding at some point. And to be fair, like Lady Celestine does have this nifty like cloak like thing. They all have like vag flappy things. So maybe, yeah, see? Could do something with that. Yeah, it looked sick. Now you have no idea. I know I took a picture of it, but to find it now, oh my god. I'll have to have a look at my phone later, because I know I took a photo and I wouldn't have deleted that because it was absolutely stunning. It had like whitish, yeah, I can only describe it as oil spill. It was like blobby stuff. Oh my god, it was exquisite. It was so good. So sleep, but you got a bucket of English breakfast and chocolate mouth. I think we're alright. The oil spill effect is really effective and also not difficult. You say that, but if you've never done it before... Like, the idea of it just scares me, but it's so cool. Like, I almost want to paint a knight at some point, just to be able to do like a tiny freehand on like a big armor panel. But yeah, I'll have to come back to that at some point. Oh my god, I hate that I can't remember what that model was, because it was, oh my god, it was so good. It's a case of applying medium to the model before using contrast in that area, really. Yeah, there's no chance I'll find that quickly, is there? I can't even remember what year it is we went. Let alone around what time or what else we were doing around that time. Yeah, if I see him, I'll have a go for a hunt in a bit, and then I'll ETA 7 PM. Awesome, thank you, baby. Yeah, I'll have a hunt for that photo, and I'll post it on Discord when I can find it, because that was just so good. Right, back to the green for a little bit. That's algae green. That's it, malignant green. I'm excited. Kebab! Oh god, don't put green in my flowers. Is there ways to make paint jobs look super glossy? Yeah, you can apply a gloss varnish. Generally speaking, people prefer to go for the matte look. Not really sure why that is. To be honest, probably because paints show up better on photos when they don't reflect light as much. But yeah, you can just apply a coat of varnish. I should really do that to all my models, to be honest. Just apply a coat of varnish because it just makes it just it secures the paint jobs as well. It gives them yeah. So if they get dirty or whatever, you can carefully rinse them off and not have to worry about ruining your paint job. They say that for things like because I've never done this before because I've never used that kind of weathering, but what you can do is you can paint a model and then you can apply a coat of varnish to sort of set that paint job, and then you can apply something like an enamel wash to dirty up all the crevices and make it look like really grotty, and then use a little bit of paint thinner to wipe away the raised areas, and then you have a really good, really effective way of weathering a paint job. And they use a varnish before they do the weathering, so you don't accidentally wipe away all your hard work from before the weathering. Light reflection, you think, indeed, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the reason, because like models read better if they don't reflect the light. I can tell if I've been staring at models with wet paint on them for too long. I go a little bit cross-eyed because it makes it difficult to focus on them. Right. You use gloss varnish on gems and that's about it. Yeah, exactly. Things that that need to be shiny, really, or should be shiny. Because it's just what kind of base am I gonna have for this? I was talking to Nick about that earlier. I'm honestly not sure. I very silly said, "Oh, I just need a gravestone or something." Her, and it's like, I don't think I want a gravestone. But maybe like a rose bush or something. Or maybe I should just do gravestones and just go like full into the I don't see why not, really. Might as well. I know it's a bit on the nose, but like, who cares? You think you're going to get some satin varnish because your boys are all metal? Yeah, that would work, and especially if you use metallic paints rather than non-metallic metals, it's worth keeping the gloss. Yeah, grey cobblestones, yeah. I'm a little bit worried about getting it too grey. So maybe I could do like a path. I bought some more millipedes so I can make a pathway. It would also help with this weird, like, little blob that she's standing on. I'll have to have a think about it. It's one of those things that normally it comes to me, but for this one, not quite. Yeah. Something like that. It's, yeah, it would be good if I could come up with something before I, finish it, because that means I can actually yeah, I can actually work on it before the model is completely done. Let me have a quick look. So I need to be a little bit mindful because the kebab place has been known to all of a sudden arrive 15 minutes after you place the order, rather than at the time they say. Oh, Thijs, thank you. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. Let's have a look at who this is. That sounds nice. They sound like a nice person. No idea who they are, but they're gonna go get a raid. Or promo shops like gravestones. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just go and do gravestones. See if I can find some gravestones for 3D printing and get them printed and ready to go for when I'm ready to finish the base. Trying to position my keyboard in between all the paint pots without launching them all into the distance is always funny. Right, I am going to create a raid because I want to make someone else's life a little bit happier. I think I will send us to this person called Professor Grimm, and they look like they're doing something chill, even if their camera isn't quite great, so maybe don't full screen, but give them some love because they're a small streamer. Guys, thank you all so much again for hanging out with me today. I've had an absolute blast. Thank you for all the subs, the bits, the hype train, the everything that you guys do for me every time. It's truly humbling, and I very, very much appreciate it. Because it, this makes my, makes my day, really. So, I hope you all have a lovely evening, and, I'm going to send us over to this person whose camera seems to be having an absolute meltdown, but they might, they might have a good time with it, so. Thank you all, and have a lovely night. Thank you.